The most profitable skill in my repertoire is writing, and it can very likely become your most profitable skill if you watch this video closely till the end and listen to what I'm about to tell you on how writing can literally make you millions of dollars, and that is no exaggeration, it's not hyperbole, it's not clickbait. But I know you don't care about making millions of dollars. By all means, go ahead and click away. I mean, what do I know about writing anyways? I'm just some guy on the internet who over the course of 4 years, my writing only made me over $1 million in revenue, got me over 1 million subscribers on YouTube on my main channel, and more opportunities than I can count. And I'd argue it's one of the most profitable skills you or anyone can have. But hey, I understand you're busy. Click off and go watch cat videos or go stare at boobs on TikTok. I know you have very important things to get back to. The people who are interested in making money and get into the bag, as the kids are saying, keep watching. Writing is how you communicate who you are and what you think to the world. Writing creates scripts for video content, advertising, marketing, sales pages, pitch decks for investors. It creates products, and it's how you reach out to important people with the power to change your life. It's how you communicate with people that you don't yet know. The potential upside you have from writing is unlimited. It can literally create unlimited amounts of money for you. One of the best examples right now is crypto. Right now, people starting crypto projects are making billions of dollars by simply writing concise white papers that describe what their project does and getting billions of dollars in investment from people who believe in what they're doing. Granted, they do have to back it up with a solid product, but the way they communicate their product is through concisely written marketing and white papers. The white papers are what get people sold on the product they're building and turn them into investors and customers. The same is true when you're pitching a startup idea to potential investors. Your pitch deck and your communication with them directly translates into dollars into your bank account. In my personal life, my writing skills have netted me opportunities like raising over $50,000 from investors by putting together a great pitch deck. It helped me write my resume and cover letter, which got me my first internship, where I learned so much about business and entrepreneurship. Arguably, I learned everything I needed to get Base off the ground. It helped me connect with business partners who I went on to start profitable business with. It helped me make high quality, lifelong friends who have given me priceless advice in business and life. And it allows me to run my businesses every single day. I have a team of 8 contractors I hire, and everything is done remotely via email and Slack, all written communication. Writing allows me to remotely communicate and coordinate a fully remote team of people across the world. In fact, as the economy goes digital, remote work becomes more common and your writing skills become more of a necessity. Writing is the most important skill you can have as a remote worker. It's how you communicate with your colleagues, your boss. It's how you communicate and show what you did and the value you provided. And when I hire someone to work for me, the biggest thing I'm looking for is how good are their written skills, because 99% of all communication is going to be via email and text unless we work next to each other side by side every day. But I'm almost never hiring people who work side by side next to me. The only person I hire who works side by side next to me is my videographer, and his written skills and communication skills are great because we've been friends forever, so we know exactly how to communicate. But for the large majority of you, you want to leverage the internet and the opportunities it grants you all over the world, so you want to make sure your writing skills are up to par to connect you with people all over the world. And since the goal of this channel is to share with you some of my hard-earned lessons to make you wealthier and wiser, I'm going to give you some of the writing tips that have made me over $1 million and generated the small amount of success that I have today. Number 1, make it shorter. Get to the point faster. Most people provide useless details that distract from the main point. The useless details don't help, and people have short attention spans. They care way less about what you're saying than you think. Nobody likes reading really long blocks of text, and we tend to overestimate how much people need to know in order to get our point across. I can't tell you how many DMs and emails I get from fans that I don't even bother reading because it's just an impenetrable wall of text with no spacing, incoherent sentences, and paragraphs. And although long form writing is an art form in itself and it does cater to certain audiences, in the beginning of these long form essays, you want to write short, choppy text, short, choppy paragraphs that are easy to read and digest and that hype you up and get you excited for the rest of the long form writing that you're about to get them invested in. Number 2, think about your audience. Who are you speaking to? What do they want from you? What are you there for? How you communicate with your mom is different than how you communicate with an employer, and it's different than how you communicate with the girl that you like. Think about your audience. What do they want to hear from you? What benefit do they get from paying attention to you? Which brings me to number 3. add value. You want to frame all of your writing in the most valuable way possible. Frame your words and proposals in a way that clearly communicates the benefit they get from 1, reading your message, and 2, working with you or whatever you want them to do. A question I ask myself while writing is, why do they give a fuck? If you can find what benefit they're looking for, it'll be a cakewalk to write for them and get their attention. Number 4, speak their language. The easiest way to communicate value and benefits in writing is to speak their language. Cater your writing to your audience. Ask yourself, are these corporate salespeople? Is it a cute girl? Is it an 18-year-old with girl troubles? Is it a 40-year-old business owner? The way you talk is dependent on who you are talking to. So make sure to keep this in mind because it will make people more prone to listen to you. Number 5, understand what outcome you are trying to achieve. You have no idea how many dumb DMs I get from people asking dumb stuff like, can I ask you a question, and then nothing else, or long paragraphs with no clear objective or question, or just dumb emails with unclear objectives that make me think, what am I supposed to do with this information? Tell the reader what you want them to do and what you expect from them at the end. Make it extremely easy for them to proceed in the way you want them to. People are busy and have their own lives and things to do, so if you're asking them to do something, you want to make it as easy as possible for them to do that thing for you. Because after all, if you're asking someone to do something, you want to make it seamless and simple to do so that it's not much investment, it's not much of an ask for them to accomplish it. And that's probably the most important thing, because anytime you're making an ask or anytime you want someone to do something for you, it's always best to frame it in a way that's valuable to them, it's spoken in their language so they understand it, and 3, it's seen as a very small investment that they figure, I might as well do this. This is so easy, it doesn't take any skin off my back and I lose nothing by doing it. And with that, that is it, my friends. Those are the 5 tips that have helped improve my writing over the years and why you should focus on improving your own writing skills. Because at the end of the day, the clearest writer always wins. If you and another person are applying for a job, the person who communicates their resume, skill level, and expertise better is the one who's going to get hired. And this applies in every area of your life. So make sure your writing is always well executed and as best as it can be. If you want more lessons on this, on business, then make sure to follow me on Instagram. I talk about that stuff on my Instagram stories and my captions. And if you're interested in the jewelry that I have coming out, my own very own jewelry brand that I started, I designed everything myself. I'm getting it all manufactured. It's almost here. It's only a few weeks away now. I know I've been talking about it forever. We had some delays, but if you want to get this jewelry, the necklace I'm wearing, and these beautiful, wonderful rings, let's get these in focus, and you want to get these rings, then make sure you click the first link in the description and sign up to be notified when it releases. So you guys have been asking me to make jewelry for years, and I finally decided to do it, make my own brand. I'm excited to share it with you. All the pieces are premium grade 925 sterling silver, and I cannot wait for you guys to get them in your hands and experience them for yourselves. I'll see you guys soon.